I realized, man, I take so much for granted, you know? There, now you can look on my desk. I take so much for granted. I gotta set you up here, man. I want to talk about something. Oh, crap. Man, how rude of me. I didn't. I couldn't know that was there. My daughter, Kelly, when she was like 5 years old, when you'd bust her for something, her thing was, I couldn't know. It's, yes, you could know. And you did know. You know? What do you mean you couldn't know? You could know, and you should know, and I think you did know, Kelly. Hang on, man. No, see, man, I'm very excited right now. And, I want to joke around and stuff, but I am very excited. Now, I'm going to. Hang on, man. You know what? Let me fix that little flap on your left. One moment. Okay, I'll be me now. I want to talk I realized that there's so much I take for granted. It's not just about you got God. I realize now, the reality is being driven home. That it's not learning the characters and getting to the point where you can copy words real slowly. Sounds like that's the easier part of the battle. I'm starting to realize how scary it is for people. The language nuances, abbreviations being one thing, slang, if you will, things like that. CW ops do speak a little bit differently. We tend to speak abbreviatedly. I invented that word, by the way, I think. Abbreviatedly. What's his name, that YouTuber? Oh, God, Mr. Carlson's Lab. If he can invent the word variate, and if he can refer to an armature as an aperture, then you know what, damn it. But I digress. I realize it can be the not so little things like the turnover. The turnovers. Not the ones that our Canadian friends to the north love so much, nor the ones that northern Michigan Yoopers enjoy, pasties. Oh, if you've never had a Michigan or a Canadian pasty, you do not know what you're missing. They are unreal. Salt and pepper, I've seen people put a dash of ketchup on it. I cannot recommend ketchup on your pasty, folks. But again, I digress because I'm nervous and I'm having fun because it's the 4th of July. It's America's Independence Day. I wish you all a happy 4th of July in this great nation. What a nation. Regardless of your opinion of America, oh my God. What a society has arisen on this green planet Earth. But we're not the only. We're not the first. If you don't think the Romans or the Greeks were once, but I digress again. Happy 4th of July, guys. Happy Independence Day to you and your family, your friends, and the beautiful little creatures you share your home with. And I hope you do. They need love. They need lots of love, too. By the way, on the topic of love and dogs, I'm going to link a video by Anton Petrov on the subject of, do dogs feel real love for their owners? Okay? So, turnovers. These that I've listed are all used all the time, and you might not be ready, you might not be expecting, you'll be going along in your QSO, nice and slow. You're new, and you'll be going along nice and slow. And he might say something like, antenna here is dipole, and then you'll hear a space, and what do you hear next? HWNW, break. Oh, let me get used to the speed. I just turned my keyer speed down. And let me turn the volume up on my monitor just a tad wee bit. So he'll be going along, and here is dipole. You'll hear a space, and then boom, it's your turn. He just signed it over to you. How now? Very common. Oh, I'm sorry. Sometimes my voice gets too loud in volume. I lose control of my voice volume. I wonder if that's typical with retiree age people. But how now? Oh, or how copy? I'm not used to this speed. That's funny, man. Let me practice BK. I'm having problems with it. I don't use. See, the problem I'm having is I'm trying to run it together like it's supposed to be done. I don't like that. I won't do that. I like a space. Break. I don't use the bar. I don't run it together. I suggest you not. So anyway, how copy? My keyer is iffy. I think my contacts are dirty. We'll roll with it. Another one, how copy now? A combination of the two above, Another one, the dots here are just QSO chatter, right? He's chatting along, and then all of a sudden back to you, and then my call. That's very common. I'm talking. Back to you, and I signed. It occurred to me today that for newer CW ops, you don't have to always send both call signs. You need to send yours every 10 minutes. That's the law, right? And then at CW, so, to hell with the law, what is common practice? Well, that is common practice. You don't always, I generally don't. I generally don't send both call signs. I might once at the end, but yeah, I might not. I'm sure to at least once in the queue, so he knows, that I copied his call right. But I'm chatting. I sent a KN that time. You do know the difference, right? When I say go ahead, technically anybody could break in. Somebody that wants to join the queue so could throw their call sign in there or whatever. It used to be done all the time. Not really anymore so much. Occasionally in the nets, not the nets, but the round tables. There's CW round tables. They're not nets. They're round tables. And that's how that's how you try to elbow in there. You just toss your call sign in. Well, if you send KN, you're asking only this person respond, Now, a good friend of mine asked that I use his call sign. As he's newly divorced and he's dateless. He can't find a date. And to cheer him up, I agreed to use his call sign here. And another common thing CW ops will do. Okay, I see why I wrote those dashes. You'll have chit-chat, and then he'll start thinking. He'll start sending, the other guy will start sending some dashes, some hyphens, chatting. And he can't think of anything else to say, or he just decides, screw it, I'm turning it over. So he'll, you're chatting. Now you start sending hyphens and you can't think of anything else to say, so turn it over. Send his call sign, then sign yours. Or just, or alternatively, chatting, hyphens, can't think of anything else to say, screw it, just send from N8NK. You know what I mean? I'm chatting, and I'm trying to think of something else to say. Can't think of anything else. Well, damn, Kier. Can't think of anything else. You know what? I'm going to pause you and wipe my contacts. Hang on. Okay, we'll try that. So, chatting, hyphens, can't think of anything else to say, so you just sign it from N8NK. Or I might send your call sign and then sign it that way. Chatting. And you know what's surprising, man? I got to wrap this up. You know what's really surprising to me? When you get up to the speed that I'm comfortable, and I can copy pretty fast, man, honestly, but I don't like to. I love copying CW at 20 to 22, especially 22. Man, oh God, that flows through my head so perfectly well. And I'm sure everybody has their own ideal speed, right? But it'll be that for the rest of my life. It's not changing. What was I going to say with that? Hang on, let me gather my thoughts. Oh, okay, I know what I was going to say. So I surprised myself. I set my keyer at a nice slow speed that I thought would be suitable, that would be a great speed to use with you guys, should we QSO on the air. And then I issued a speed command, and oh my God, I could not believe. I'm talking like I'm still in Seattle. Oh my God, I could not believe that I was sending it. My keyer was set to 12 words a minute. And I thought I was just creeping. And I might have been creeping with my spacing, but the character, oh my God. I'm going to pause you. Then I'm gonna write out a message to you. Hang on. Okay, I hope this was in some way beneficial to somebody. If one thing I said benefited one person in this world, it was worth it. I really enjoy talking about CW with you guys. It means a lot to me. It's been a huge part of my life since I was 14 years old. It's part of who I am. You kind of can't separate me and my second language, No, I don't dream in CW. And I've heard CW in my dreams. Oh, many times. I don't dream in CW, nor do I think in CW. Very little. But it's my other language. I'll send this at about the speed I'd probably be tempted to work you if you're new to CW. And when I work you guys, and Fred, the next time, I'm gonna have to ask, just please, send PSE, QRS, please somehow tell me to slow down. But this would probably be my default. Ready? Let's go. Blozo says. Hey guys, I just watched this video on my phone before doing anything else with it. And yeah, looking back, when I sent that message to you, I thought I was sending it at about 12 words per minute, which my character spacing is right now. But I was spacing it too close. You know what? What I was thinking was, when I had a QSO with Fred, I was going a lot slower than I did in this example. And I don't want to scare you guys that are really, really just barely able to copy CW. I'll work you. You know, who cares if you have to look up the characters in a chart? I don't care. I have worked a couple contacts in the last year and I went this fast, okay? I'm using the same 12 word per minute character spacing, but I'm going to say you guys rock, okay? I'll send that top line about as fast as I worked those guys, and I can work you if you'd like, okay? This will take a minute, but I got all day. You guys do rock. Listen to this. You guys rock. Would that work for you? I'll sit and we'll have a QSO at that speed, man. And see that red writing at the top of your screen? Man, my dirty contacts screwed me in my video. How do you think you're going to feel if dirty contacts screw your very first CW QSO? If your goddamned keyer won't send what you're telling it to. You're doing your job, but it's not doing its. And we have to... Ooh, I better pause you because hang on. And those were not 12 word per minute characters. I'm very sorry. They were 18 word per minute characters spaced out to about 12 words per minute. I'm sorry about that. But I've turned it up to, let me see. I've turned it up to my 20 word per minute character spacing. I'll generally go with this for general CW work. But I turned it up to my 20 word per minute character spacing. I'll generally go with this for general CW work. I'll generally go with this for general CW work. if somebody's sending slower, I'll slow down. But otherwise, this is a space. This is this character speed I like to use, and if I need be, I'll space it out for the guy. But I want nuances. The nuance of Morse code CW. When somebody says how now or how copy, okay, how copy. Now, I'm not overly concerned with whether you can copy my signal or whether I'm still an S3 or an S4, perhaps. I care. I hope I have a good copy readable signal, but how copy, old man? I'm not asking you how you're receiving me. When I say that, how copy, old man? You know what I just said? Your turn. I can put it no better than that, man. How now, old man? How now? How copy? How copy now? Break. Your turn. Your turn. That's all I'm saying. How now? Yeah, I am it, but yet. Now see, I'm backwards here, boys. But I am curious how you copying. But it's your turn. Yeah. Thanks for watching. And 73. And I've got a couple friends. So you want to get good at CW, huh? So you want to get on top of the game, do you? I got a couple friends that are, they got a message for you. But me, I just have one thing to say, man.